So, can aromatherapy play a part in coaching sessions?
Yes, I'm gonna let you talk more on this, but yes, if you've experienced aromatherapy, you've probably experienced some of the benefits of it. But it can really alter moods and even impacts your brain and your nervous system. And so there are a lot of benefits to aromatherapy. But Raj, I know you have a collection over there, so I'll let you kind of share on.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the call. I've got sweet orange, lavender, sage. What about you, Ashley?
Yeah, I don't have them right here, but I was telling Raj when she brought up this question, I'm like, I'm gonna put on some lavender. It's very relaxing. When I sleep with lavender, I sleep much more deeply. Obviously, we don't want to be falling asleep during our coaching sessions. That's not the point of it. But sweet orange, or like the orange, is supposed to be energizing. It's supposed to create that kind of vibrancy. I love aromatherapy. I think that, I mean, I've walked into homes before and just been like, whoa, it makes me feel a certain way when they have a certain smell. It's like, oh, this is like my friend Christina, somebody I can think of, in her house just smells so amazing. And you walk in and you're like, oh, like I can just release everything in this space, and it's so nice. So yes, I do have a good collection. I think that it can be impactful in a coaching session. I don't think it's something to completely rely on. Or if you have orange going and you're like, okay, then when the next client comes in, they're going to be so vibrant and so happy. And it's just like, you can't put those expectations on somebody just because of aromatherapy. But I do think that they can provide a space of relaxation and just peace when you have it. And so, yeah, I don't think necessarily they're to be relied on fully for the experience of a coaching session, but I think that they can be an add-on to the experience of a coaching session.
I guess it's thinking about, you can have it on yourself in terms of how you set your intentions. So for me, lavender is calming. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Bear with me a second. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, you're totally fine. Yeah, I also just like things that smell good. I think it's just, and it can bring back certain memories or good feelings and things like that too, which I think could be really lovely.
I agree. And I mean, I have a spiritual coach, so she uses aromatherapy in the sessions. So I think for anyone who wants to look at using it, how does it fit in with the service and what you're going to offer? So you might be using it to create a really nice environment and nice smells. You might be using it to set your own intention. But then if you actually want to use it as part of coaching, I guess it's to think about, what kind of a coach are you? What's your brand? Like, kind of what is the messaging around that? And I think a lot of wellness coaches do use essential oils and aromatherapy. So it might be that it's part of a program of work. You might have someone who's come to you who wants to look at more balance in their life, or getting grounded, or more intentional. So how might that program of work that you're doing, maybe it's like a full-blown coaching program, it might be 5-10 sessions around that, where would the essential oils aromatherapy fit as part of that? I guess it does depend on what kind of coach you are, but I'm an executive coach and I work with corporations all the time, and I've got my diffuser on and I've got crystals around me and I've got all my oils as well, because it actually helps me a lot in how I show up and my energy as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And as you're talking to, I was like, I don't know totally the full science of aromatherapy, so maybe it can impact more than even what I'm saying. So, I think it's something, if you're curious about, like you're mentioning, kind of look into what specifically connects with what you're going for, whether that is for yourself or for your client, and implement it in that way. And I think having a conversation about that too at the beginning of your coaching sessions, if you are implementing it in a way that is to bring it into the actual coaching session, and you're designing the alliance call, when you're having a conversation about what the coaching relationship is going to look like, you can bring in that aspect and see also what they would enjoy. And that could impact too, if you're doing in-person sessions, to be able to welcome them into that space to also help you identify what would be beneficial for them.
So the answer is you certainly can design an alliance and think about how you're going to use them. So